an open sky. Instead of hate, we become worthy of praise, giving honor to the differences of the people of this world, having faith in all humanity. You are the center of the universe. You are the heart of love. You are the center of this stream that flows through you. You are the heart of love. You have the courage to stand against the forces that harm you. You can love your enemies, for rooted deep within you is a voice that holds no fear, the purest light that never dies. We need the second page. We are the center of the universe. We are the heart of love. We are the center of this stream that flows through us. We are the heart of love. A heart of stone can somehow be broken, and with new life there is fullness of joy. This heart of love that is created deep inside of us is the power and the beauty of the soul. I am the center of the universe. You are the heart of love. We are the center of this stream that flows through us. We are the heart of love. Sing with us. We are the heart of love. We are the heart of love. I am the heart. You are the heart. We are the heart of love. I am the heart. I am the heart. You are the heart. We are the heart of love.
All right, we'd like to ask you all to stand for our opening song.
I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. Feel it, yeah. In the light, in the love, in the glory.
in the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, I am.
In the light, in the love, in the glory,
In the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. We are.
in the light, in the love, in the glory,
In the light, in the love, in the glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory, we are.
Woo! Ah, yes, we are. Thank you, Anton Miserak, Laura Berryhill, and our other musicians this morning. We have Unity and CSL musicians this morning, Julie Wright and Kim Hermanson. Thank you. So beautiful. Good morning, everybody. I feel bathed in the light and the love and the glory. You feel it? I'm Kimberly Hawkins. I'm the spiritual director here. It's my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you. We like to say that we welcome you no matter where you may happen to be on your own personal spiritual journey. We're an inclusive, progressive spiritual community, and we'd like to give a special welcome to anyone who might be here for the very first time. We won't follow you home, we promise, but we'd just like to give you a little love. Anybody here for the first time? Raise your hand. Apparently not this morning. All right, well, so you're old-timers. You know the drill. I'd like to acknowledge a few people and also welcome those who are watching us online. I've introduced our wonderful musicians this morning. We have a beautiful guest speaker. If you haven't heard her yet, Cynthia Slon, you're in for a treat. Our practitioner on the pulpit this morning is Teresa Jenkins, and Laura Stewart did a beautiful meditation just now, and she's holding high watch. In other words, she's praying for the highest and best unfoldment of the service and the highest and best for each one here. If you haven't already done so, please either put your phone on airplane mode or turn it off. And I think that's it. I'm going to turn it over to our musicians to prepare us for our invocation and reading. So I'm going to invite us all to take a big, deep, cleansing breath.
life of God is in my life. I am healed. The life of God is in my life, and I am healed. And I am healed.
This is what I know. I know there is a presence. It is beyond space and time, that is boundless, that exists as love, its infinite intelligence, its joy, its compassion, beauty. I know that presence is here. That presence is me. That presence is everyone here in this room and online. I know that the great I am chooses to exist as us. And in that knowing, I bless Reverend Kimberly, our speaker, Cynthia Slon, our music ministers, everyone working to make this service today a beautiful thing, and all the participants in the seats. It is a good day. And together we say, and so it is. I lit the peace candle to represent the light within each of us, the light of divine oneness, the Christ consciousness that resides in us all. Knowing as I lit this flame of peace, we allow ourselves to feel God's peace and love deeply in our hearts, so that we might send that peace and love out into the world. As we move into a brief moment of silence for all those in pain, for the victims of senseless violence, for all those suffering right now, we send this light from our hearts to theirs. Namaste. Reading today is from Living the Sacred Yes, Affirmations for Action by Reverend Deborah Johnson. This one is entitled, My Unique Reason for Being. I am worthy. My existence is not a random act of fate. My being created is part of the grand plan of the universe. I have a unique reason for being, which makes me special in my own right. No one else sees what I see, feels what I feel, or responds as I do. No one else can create or give what I can. No one else can seize the opportunities to make a difference that are mine. Only I can express my gifts. Only I can fulfill my destiny. I am an awesome individualized expression of spirit and worthy of all good. And so it is.
I'd like to introduce this song. I wrote this song with the help of Kim because we were inspired by God. And it's all about, you don't have to be perfect, whatever mistakes we've made. We choose the mindset of this song.
I felt healed helping her with this and also thinking about the speaker today. So I hope you get as much out of it as I did. So, yeah.
I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of love, and I am free. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of all that's meant for me. Believing in myself was never easy. As a child, the shame blocked my heart. I always felt that I was never good enough. Now I see it differently from the start. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am worthy of love, and I am free. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am worthy of all that's meant for me. I don't have to earn it, still I've had to learn it. No one can break me again. I'll stand strong in fields of honor, a symbol for our daughters. Yes, I'm proud of who I am. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of love, and I am free. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of all that's meant for me. Now I know without a doubt a higher voice is calling. It's time to give up this fight and reclaim the gifts that I've been given. When I listen, I become the light. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am worthy of love, and I am free. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am worthy of all that's meant for me. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of all, and I am free. We're doing the whole thing. I am worthy. I am sacred. I am worthy of all that's meant for me.
Oh, Julie and Kim, we are so blessed to have musicians that can write something so beautiful on point for our message this morning. Thank you, both of you, Kim. Thank you. Before I introduce our speaker, I meant to say earlier, this is the 5th Sunday, and this year, the 5th Sunday is a joint service between Medford Unity and Center for Spiritual Living Roe Valley. So Jean Hanna, Unity Board President, was going to be here with us to preside with me, but she's not here for a very good reason. So if you haven't heard yet, her first grandbaby was born this week. Baby Titus, her daughter-in-law, gave birth to 8 pounds, 6 ounces, and Jean is in California spending time with family as she should be, so she sends her love, and yeah, she'll be back when she's ready. So, you know, I had to write down, because Cynthia Slon, our guest speaker, wears so many hats, has so many gifts, and serves in so many ways. I can't even cover it all, and it's hard to remember, but she has been a clear channel for Spirit since she was a young child. She's an author, a speaker, a psychic medium, a point of light cellular healer, a YouTube creator, just to name a few. She's also a telepathic intermediary and bridge creator for messages of the heart and soul and loved ones passed on. So let's give a warm Unity CSL welcome to Cynthia Slon.
Thank you. Yes, you can hear me. That was my next question. I am so honored to be here. I'm looking at all the beautiful hearts before me. Today's topic is worthiness. And I say to you that the source that dwells within us, prior to the manifestation of our physical matter, already knew and knows that we are worthy. We are born into this physical world, and so often, all of us, no matter the walk of life, no matter if you have family, no matter where you were born, we seek to know our worthiness from other people, from our friends, from our family, from our neighbors. We don't often get what the message is, because the message of the mind is not often the message of the heart. The message of the mind carries with it self-preservation, self-protection, the desire to belong and figure it out. But the message of the heart is surrender, because where the source of the divine dwells within us is in the heart. There is no confusion there. There is no loss. There is no disconnect. But we are born whole and complete, and we are born in a way that says within us, okay, all the organs, the cells, the brain, the matter, your magnificence work together as one, communicate with each other and create the sacred being in form. You come out already whole and complete with an inner divine language that surpasses the mental and human emotion of not belonging. We have all sought out and connected with friends and groups that we feel could give us our worthiness, could supply that, and then hold that for us. But that is often a very rickety bridge. It is not someone else's job to hold your sacredness. It is yours. And why? Because you can hold it steady. You can hold it by going within to your heart and knowing that that inner language of that sacred heart that dwells within you will hold you steady there. So the next time, please do not go seeking for evidence in this world that you don't belong, because you will find it. Do not go seeking to who likes you and doesn't, because you will find confusion. Seek to become the person that you want to have and people in your life. Seek to go within your sacred heart. The divine energy and essence that dwells within you is enough to support you, sustain you, heal you, and move you forward. How do I know that? I am living proof on more than one occasion in my life, even into my adulthood, that when we fall and we are on our knees, we are picked up and we are illuminated and we are moved forward and upward, but not from the mind, from the heart and the sacred text and sacred language that dwells within the temple that you are. I say to you this from living and from a knowing. If you are stripped of everything, and I have been on many occasions, you will never be stripped of the sacred divine love that dwells within you, that never left you, and that communicates with your cells, your heart, your soul, and keeps you experiencing the miracles around you. Mother Nature, the animal kingdom, sacred birds. There's a knowing within that which surrounds you that it does not forget where it comes from. It's simply here to experience that inner love and not feel abandoned from it. It is not uncommon in our humanity to seek to be seen and to be heard and to be held by the physical beings around us. We desire that so much. But I say to you, often, it's not only about you being held, but your desire to reach another. And you may not know that until you create that bridge. Within us is a love so powerful that it keeps on going. It is sustainable. It has been here longer than time, and it will continue long after we are here. Why? Because it knows itself, and it knows that it dwells within you, and it knows that it will recreate life over and over and over. Why? Because it was a mistake? No. Because it is a celebration of the source that dwells within you and within everything around you. And that celebration must do what? It must celebrate. And how does it celebrate? It celebrates by creating you, by creating the sky, the earth, and everything in between. It is constant. So I say to you that when you feel unseen, unheard, when your life and everything you knew about it crumbles and there seems to be nothing left, return to what you started with in the embryo. And that is the heart and the soul that dwells within you. Are you worthy? You are so incredibly worthy. You are infinite detail, put together extraordinarily so, and with the most beauty. Even when you don't see it, it's looking back at you. Even when you don't recognize your worthiness, the worthiness of your sacred heart holds you until you do. Why are we moved by people, movies, puppies, babies, animals, the animal kingdom, spring, things springing forth? Why are we excited about that? New beginnings, new hope. A worthiness to experience yourself and everything around you as a continuum of growth, rebirth, and one and most important thing, the source that dwells within you never gives up on you. Even when you give up on yourself, which we all have, including myself, we are picked up and moved forward and held. How do I know that? Because you wake up the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. That means that what dwells within you has the power to lift you up and give you a different view. You are worthy. Think for a moment that you just being born into this incredible plane of demonstration, as I call it, is enough to represent that you are worthy? What if you were born with the knowing that all the people around you that rejected you or held you, liked you or didn't, wanted you to be different, wanted you to be the same? What if within your soul, without any words, but a feeling, was a knowing that the fact that you were born was enough to validate that you are worthy? And that knowing, if those around you don't have it, is so that you can reflect it as a mirror to them. Because if they don't know it yet, then you can be the living proof that even without words, that you can go from your head to your heart and never give up on yourself. I promise you that when you go within and you connect with your worthiness, you will experience a love that turns fear and anger into compassion, that turns hatred into tears and love, that turns loss and limitation into a fullness of being that goes far beyond the pain you are or were feeling. That love inside of you is not necessarily offered to you by that around you, and so there's a confusion for your mind space. I don't see it. I can't grab it. When I reach out to somebody, they pull away. So love is withholding itself from me. No. Go from your head into your heart and deeper and feel that love that holds you together and is constant and never gives up on itself or you. And then those that were pushing against you will be drawn towards you, because you have just opened a source of light and a source of love that not only fulfills you, but is there for others. You are the most precious, precious beings, and you are so worthy. And I say to you that at this time on this earth, forgive those who have betrayed you. Forgive those who have wronged you. Forgive those who have tried to make you believe, and maybe accomplished it, that you are less than, that you are not worthy, that you don't matter. Those that have taken out their greatest despair and belief that they don't matter onto you. Forgive them, because in doing so, you free yourself from that language and you rise to a place where you begin to heal. You don't even know how, but you are healing. And you are beginning to feel a sense of purpose. And maybe that's just being different than how you have been. You are so worthy that in this world, your inner language, your inner voice, not your head, your inner voice is the voice of all. When it speaks of love, when it speaks of light, when it speaks of well-being, it speaks to you of the place within all of us that heart language dwells, and it can be heard by all the people in the mass consciousness, and you see it playing out in the animal kingdom, the sky nation, the earth plane, everywhere. We are the only species on earth who have forgotten that we are worthy of being here. The only species on earth that have forgotten that we are worthy of being here. And so I say to you, please, don't go looking for evidence that you don't belong. You will find it. Go looking for evidence within you that not only you belong, but there is a reason and a purpose that you are here. And you may not know it, but just breathing honors it, gives life to it. And in doing so, you will experience not only your worthiness, but all the struggles that you have been having will begin to maybe not disappear, but your relationship to those struggles will change. And you will feel uplifted. You will feel they are not so heavy. They are not so burdensome. You will feel a lightness of being, because you are connected to a source that has never and will never give up on you. So forgive yourself as you forgive others. There are times when we forget who we are. And sometimes we live that forgetfulness for 14 years or more. And we think in our own way, let me give all that I have to this person or these people because then they will love me. They will see me. They will hear me. But what ends up happening is you lift another up and you fall down. So I say to you, reclaim yourself and remember, never forget, when you are unkind to yourself, when you feel unworthy, when you are sending yourself messages and doing things that are not good for you, when you are taking acts that are not in your highest interest, you are hurting that little child. When you talk to yourself, you talk to that little girl, that little boy. So change that language and start looking in the mirror and telling that inner child, that little boy and little girl, you matter. You are loved. You matter, and I am going to talk in a loving, kind, healing way to you so that every day you don't wake up feeling the burden of the next day. You wake up feeling the lightness and excitement of the next day. I speak to you from a place that in my childhood, I was never offered love, not one day, from the humanity around me. And then in my adulthood, through a very long marriage, I was never offered love. And then I lost everything. I lost my family, I lost my dog, I lost my house, I lost my friends, I lost everything. And I was taken to my knees in my adult life. And so it took me standing back up and doing the work. And I'm here to tell you, if you're alive and breathing, the work does not end. If you're waiting for the day where you reach a place where you go, I got it. It's done. Now I can just have a good time. You'll have days like that, but you will also have days where there's more for you to know, to remember, to embrace, to deepen. Love yourselves the way that you were loved in creation and put on this earth to be celebrated. And forgive yourself and all others that have mirrored to you the opposite, and you will truly be free. Thank you so much. I bless you all. Thank you.
We have a friend that lived the life that Cynthia just talked about. He really kind of crashed and burned in his life, and he pulled something out of it that was that deep inner knowing that he was worthy, and he went on to become, from prison, a Buddhist teacher, and he lived that, and he passed away 2 days ago. So we do this song in honor of him. Going on a journey to the land of the unknown. Nothing, everything you'll find out. Nothing left to lose and nothing left behind. Nothing, everything you'll find out. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisattva. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisattva. Nothing left to lose, calling you to choose. Nothing, everything you'll find out. Nothing left behind, you will know your mind. Nothing, everything you'll find out. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Every heart in grace, and every being shall have its place. Every heart in grace, and every being shall have its place. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Every heart in grace, and every being shall have its place. Every heart in grace, and every being shall have its place. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasangate, bodhisvaha.
Thank you, you two. Join me in prayer, will you? The cycle of life here on this earth plane, so evident by Laura and Anton's friend who passed from this plane this week, and from baby Titus who arrived to bring joy to his family. What I know is there is a source, a life that lives itself as each one on the planet, animal, mineral, human, and out through space, all one life. It's impossible to circumscribe spirit or God. It is too big for our human minds to wrap around, but I do know it as absolute love, perfect peace that passeth all understanding, exquisite order, freedom, joy, power, and so much more. And as Cynthia so beautifully reminded us, we are each made in joy from that constantly expressive source that is both changeless and continuously expressing itself as the trees, as the stars, as the planets, as each one of us, made in perfection. And so I know a healing has deepened this morning for each one of us, for those times when we think we're not worthy, for those times when we think something's wrong, we're not lovable. For each of us is love, loving, and lovable always and eternally. And so I speak a word of blessing this morning for any thoughts or habits or self-criticisms that need to be released, that they are gone, that they leave, that we allow them to be sent back to the native nothingness from which they came, that we can truly each, as Cynthia invited us to do, live from our heart space, loving ourselves, and when we do that, inviting that pathway of light, of love between us and every other being on the planet and beyond. We are the light. We are the love. We are meant to feel it, to live it, to express it. And so as I speak now, I speak this word also for anyone who is in the throes of unworthiness, in the throes of lack of some sort, of challenge of some sort, be it disease or financial troubles or troubles in relationship to oneself or the universe, knowing again that everything we experience in the end works together for our good. God is good and only good, therefore we are good and only good, only love. In great gratitude for the message this morning, for the beautiful, beautiful music, for each one in the seats and each one watching online, in gratitude for the faiths across the planet that do celebrate the love that God is, the love that we are. I release this word into that responsive part of spirit that hears every word, even before it leaves our lips, and only has one answer: yes, my beloveds, it is done. And we say together, and so it is. Amen. Whew. I feel full. I don't know about you guys. Time now, as our usher comes forward. Do you have a partner, or are you soloing it? There you go. Janice and Patricia, come forward. Time to give our tithes and offerings. We're so grateful to everyone who supported both Unity and CSL. And I invite you to say this affirmation after me. Graciously I give, from a place of love. Knowing that as I give, so do I richly receive. And so it is. As always, you feel free to put cash in. If you want to give specifically to one center or the other, there are envelopes in the back of the pews. And take it away, musicians, again. That's joy, Anton. Thank you for all of us. A few announcements before we break for social time and noshes. We have a book sale going on. Both Unity and CSL have combined books that we don't have room for in our library, the overflow, and they're on tables in the social hall in Bosworth Hall. We're accepting love offerings, so please browse, take home. There's wonderful volumes from all kinds of spiritual authors, so enjoy, and it'll be a little fundraiser for the centers as well. Drumming circle is scheduled for today. Will Richardson needed to leave. He wasn't feeling up to snuff, so if there's anybody who wants to do drumming, please feel free to meet after social time in the front office and have at it. The practitioners will be meeting in Bosworth Hall after we have our snack. Reverend Bonnie Anderson is teaching her online Foundations of Science and Mind class starting February 9th, Thursday evenings on Zoom from 6 to 8:30. This is a powerful, powerful introduction to our New Thought philosophy. It is life-changing, and talk to anybody who's taken it. Raise your hand if you've taken Foundations. Please speak to one of these people after service if you have any questions. The sign-up sheet is in the social hall. Early bird tuition will save you $50 if you sign up by February 1st. Then Karen Jordan, one of our practitioners, is offering a workshop of four Thursday afternoons in March rather than February, called Your Personal Sacred Mandala. So we'll be doing artwork to express our personal mandala. The caveat is you do not need artistic talent to join it. She'll have the supplies, sign-up sheets in the social hall. Northwest Seasonal Workers Association, who we have partnered with for years, is offering their Super Bowl tamale fundraiser. There's a sign-up sheet again in Bosworth Hall. You can order, pork, cheese, chicken, or vegan tamales for $20 donation for a dozen, $10 for half dozen. Pickup is on February 11th, so you'll have your Super Bowl snack. Unity offers many things, as you probably know. On Tuesday, there's a prayer circle in the morning, there's Tai Chi. If you don't get our newsletter, please sign up in the social hall to do so, because it'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on with both of our communities. As you probably know at this point, I leave Wednesday on sabbatical for 1 month. I'll be in Mexico most of that time, unplugged, but we have such an amazing crew, an ecclesiastic team here. So we have 4 incredible guest speakers lined up. There's also a minister on duty each of the 4 weeks I am gone. We have Bonnie Anderson, Reverend Linda Rapond, Reverend Stephanie, and Laura Stewart, who is almost through ministerial school. So again, check the newsletter, because each week Vivian will be our contact person if there's any need, ecclesiastical or otherwise, and she will connect you with whoever can help. But we are well blessed with our community care team, our outreach team. You will be well cared for. And what an opportunity for us to experience the deep bench we have of incredible spiritual leaders here. Let's see, anything else? Facebook page, also a good place to keep abreast of what's going on. There's a prayer box in the back here, and Unity has one in the social hall if you'd like to request prayer. Our practitioners pray for the whole week over whatever request you have. Unity does the same, I think, for a whole month, and then sends them on to Silent Unity. So it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So I'm going to invite our practitioners to come up front and join us for the closing song. Bless you, Laura. And I will leave you with this little benediction this morning. I will honor myself today. I will forgive myself. I let go of the past. I let the loving presence of God's kiss make it all okay. Blessings. Our practitioner is available for prayer after service as well.